is the story of how my parents met. So my parents met in their hometown, called San Juan de Zepec. It's in Oaxaca, in Mexico. My mom and dad kind of knew each other. I mean, the town was pretty small, so people kind of knew of each other, but my parents didn't know exactly who they were. So my mom was walking through town, kind of like running errands, and at the time my dad was coming in outside, and so he was just like standing by the doorway, kind of like talking to people and just kind of like, being a teen and chilling. And while my mom was walking by, and my mom was asking his sibling, like, oh, who is that? Like she's pretty. And I'm pretty sure my uncle had told my dad, like, oh, that's Senorina, like that's like Artemio's daughter. And so my dad, like, the next day had to go and ask my grandpa for permission to ask my mom out. And my mom was scared because she's like, who is that? Like, I have no idea who he is. Like, I want nothing to do with him. And because of that, my dad had to like ask my mom out, kind of in a way stalkerish way, like kind of like bring her like food, like items to cook, such as like eggs and like milk and stuff, because like, there's like no like grocery store like block away. It's like everything's all like fresh, and you would have to go like, you have to drive kind of like half hour to like where the markets are at. So like it wasn't something that's easy to get. So my dad would kind of like spoil her. And I remember my mom being like, all right, like, let's try dating and get to know each other before we go any further. And my mom kind of like was falling in love with my dad. And I just remember my dad telling us, like, yeah, like, it was love at first sight, and how he loved the way how she walked with like she had like a sundress on. He loved how like it was so flowy, and he would always explain to us how like pretty this dress was. And I just always remember my mom like being blushy and like kind of like telling my dad, like, oh my gosh, like that's enough, stop. And I just love the way how my parents met. And in a way it's kind of funny because that's how me and my partner met. And so it kind of like, I just love that story and how it came to be and how we came to be. So